Alright, hey, Tim here with Food Insurance. We are going to try out the Magic Cook today. So this is our first test. We've got some of our freeze-dried chicken au king with noodles, one of our most popular, so we'll test that out. First thing we got to do is get the oxygen absorber pouch out. And let's go ahead and put this right in the stainless steel pan that came with the Magic Cook. And then we've measured out 3/4 cup water, which is what we'll mix with this to rehydrate the food. So get that in there and just mix it in quickly to make sure all the noodles and everything are mixing with the water. Get that up close. So there is your food right there, sitting in the water. So according to the Magic Cook, all I need to do is open this pouch. Tear the top off. And then we will take the pouch on the inside and toss it in there. And then we've got a fill line right here on the pouch, so we'll use our other water. Start to fill this pouch up. One more. Get this right up to the fill line. Go ahead and we'll pour that onto the pouch itself. Put this in here, and then it says to wait for the first reactions from the pouch before putting the lid on. So we'll hold on 1 second and see what happens. Okay, looks like it's starting to grow, so we'll toss the lid on and we'll let it sit for about 7 to 10 minutes and see what happens. Alright, we are back. It's been about 10 minutes since we started the Magic Cook with our chicken a la king. Gotta remember what I'm using here. I brought Kurt in to try it out with me. So as you can see, the steam is starting to slow down, so we're gonna pop the top and we're gonna see how this worked out. So let's slide this back. We'll do a quick mix of the food just to make sure the water and the noodles and everything is evenly distributed. And then I will serve a little bit up for myself and a little up for Kurt, and we'll sample it and see what we think. Here you go. What do you? How's it smell?
Smells good.
Okay, cool. So the biggest thing we are looking for whenever we're preparing our product is to make sure that the meat, the chicken, and the noodles are completely rehydrated so that they're not crunchy. So we'll see how it did. We'll pass the top.
Yeah, just
try the chicken. I'd say everything perfectly rehydrated in about 10 minutes. Hey, it's Tim with Food Insurance, and I'm back to do another test with the Magic Cook. So after our initial test video, somebody posed a question: would it be possible to cook one of the single serving pouches inside the Magic Cook, and so we don't have to pour the food in the pot, basically to save you from having to clean it out. So we're going to try that and see how it works out. So I learned last time, I already opened the pouches before the video, so we don't have to go through tearing the top off. The first thing we're going to do is just mix in 3/4 cup water into our stroganoff. And I'll just get that in the pouch and get that mixed in quickly. And just so you're aware, the water I'm using is actually cold water. I took it right out of the water cooler. So it'll be interesting to see how that works with the Magic Cook. So we'll seal that up tight, nice and tight. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan. Since we will be putting a Mylar pouch on this, we want to put a little water so there's a little bit of a buffer between just the pouch and the bottom of the metal pan. So now we'll go ahead and take the Magic Cook heating pouch, and we're going to add some water to that. There's a fill line right on the back of the pouch, so I just need to make sure we get enough water in here. That looks about right there. We're going to dump that in, and we're going to wait just a few seconds until we start to see a chemical reaction. These start to boil very quickly. So we'll wait just 1 minute. Okay, it's starting to bubble up just a little bit now. I'm seeing the top of it start to bubble. There we go. Okay, we're going to slowly put this in. once we start to see it, okay, there we go. Now we'll go ahead and put the top on, and we'll let it sit for about 10 minutes. All right, we're back. It's been about 10, 12 minutes. I've brought Kurt along with me. He is my co-food sampler. You can see the steaming is starting to come down on the Magic Cook, so we're going to open it up and see how it worked out cooking the food in the pouch. All right, so it's still really, really hot. So I put a plate here that we can put the pouch on, and let's slide the Magic Cook out of the way. Let's slide this over.
It's still boiling.
Yeah, it's really hot in there. So let me grab the spoon we use and let's mix this up real quick. And we're going to test how it worked out. All right, Kurt, you ready to try this?
Let's do it.
Okay.
How's it look?
It looks nice and rehydrated. We're gonna test it and see if it's crunchy, but put that in there. A little bit more. One for you. Grab one as well. And we'll go ahead and try it out. So the food is nice and warm. Honestly, could have used just another minute or two of rehydration time. So I think we learned from this that it definitely would be possible to cook it inside the pouch, inside the Magic Cook, keeping the pot inside the cook clean, but you need to put another extra minute or two. I mean, it's not bad right now as is, but once again, it could use another minute or two. Okay, so after the first test tasting the food, we actually zipped up the pouch and let the food sit for another probably 2 to 3 minutes in the hot water to rehydrate. We've gone back and tried it again, and it's perfect now. One thing that was actually really nice about cooking inside the pouch versus cooking in the pot is the food came out nice and warm, but it wasn't hot. If you watch the first video or the first half of this video, you'll see that we both burnt our tongue on the lasagna. But this one actually came out really nice, editable right off the bat. So instead of taking the 10, maybe 12 minutes, you probably want to let it go about 15, but if you do that inside the pouch, it comes out perfect.